Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV. Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. FG will bring down prices of food products. Minister. Senate to military stop establishing irrelevant universities. NIS upset Nigerians fleeing abroad in droves. Aggrieved Nigerian policemen threaten to boycott 2023 general elections. Police Inspector Orupe, assaulted by soldiers, died of multiple injuries. On insecurity, bandits threaten to tax farmers before harvest in Niger. NECO official killed as gunmen invade UI. And to foreign story, Pakistan ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan shot during protest. And on sports, Super Eagles may go to World Cup if FIFA suspends Tunisia. Now the news in detail. The Agri Minister of Nigeria, the Minister of Agriculture, Mohammed Abubakar, on Thursday said the federal government was working towards bringing down prices of food commodities. He said Nigeria was going into intensive dry season farming beginning from December to ensure continuous production of food. Abubakar said this in Abuja on Thursday when he appeared before the House of Representative Committee on Agriculture Colleges, Research Institute and Universities to defend the budget proposed by the ministry in the 2023 appropriation bill. The minister pointed out that food security was more critical to the people than other forms of security. Without food, we have issues. There is a slight elevation of commodities. That is a world phenomenon. But we are doing everything on our own to see what we can do to bring down the prices, he stated. Chairman of the committee, Monir Den Agundi, said, "We have intervened to solve problems associated with budget implementation in some agencies during our oversight visit to the agencies some weeks ago. The committee was generally impressed with the performance of the budget and has drawn the attention of some CEOs where some inadequacy and flaws associated with procurement were observed." To the next story. Senate Committee on Defense has advised the Nigerian military to stop establishing universities that have no direct relevance to their core mandate of protecting the territory of Nigeria. The committee stated this Thursday at the 2023 budget defense of the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, and other institutions under the Ministry of Defense. The time now should be on research and sciences. Most of the interventions around the world we have seen are from the military. All these inventions of weapons of mass destruction, who are the people manufacturing them? If you trace their history, you will discover that they are linked to military men. Why should we go on and open universities when they will read history, outside geography, etc.? What do we need that for? Why must we invest money on that? Leave that to other universities. You should be thinking of universities where we will come out with something good for the country. We have been challenged. Some years ago, when they talked of big money coming into the military, people thought it was a waste. But we are seeing the reality today. Right here in Abuja, people don't sleep with their two eyes closed because they are not sure what will happen tomorrow. So why should we be dwelling on causes that don't have value to the armed forces? We should emphasize what will happen to the armed forces. Chairman of committee, Senator Ali Wamako, wondered why would the Chief of Army Staff, COAS, cite a military university in his own town, which he said was disgusting, irresponsible, uncalled for, and an abuse. It is rubbish. Moving on to the next story on the world news. The Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, has expressed concern over the alarming rate at which Nigerians are fleeing abroad, describing it as a worrisome phenomenon. The NIS controller in Enugu, Joachim Olumba, stated his on Thursday at a sensitization campaign on the scourge of smuggling of migrants for stakeholders in the states. The NIS Directorate organized the Enlightenment in the collaboration with the International Center for Migration Policy and Development, ICMPD. Indeed, this program couldn't have been held at a more appropriate time, considering the alarming rate at which not only the youth, but all the young generation of Nigerians exhibit interest in leaving the country, lamented Mr. Olumba. This is creating a worrisome phenomenon which has come to be popularly known in local parlance as Jakba. He said the appetite to flee the country was usually driven largely by social, economic, and security concerns, and that Nigerians, especially the youth, were leaving Nigeria in droves. Moving on to the next story, some aggrieved police officers are threatening to boycott the 2023 general elections if the authorities fail to pay the 6-month arrears of the new salary structure President Muhammadu Buhari approved for the force. Buhari in 2021 approved a new salary structure for the force. The implementation of the approved police salary structure was supposed to have commenced in January 2022, but it only started in July 2022 with only 1 month arrears of payments with 6 months outstanding. However, the police authorities claimed that the Nigerian government had not released the funds for the payments. The police authorities in the wireless message referenced DTO 2012-09/2022 from NIGPOL-PAB HFQ Abuja to various police formations in Nigeria entitled Abuja Payments Accountable All States, which was obtained by Sahara reporters, said the Finance Ministry would have to approve the funds. It said the payments would be done through the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, IPPIS. Speaking to Sahara reporters on Friday, one of the aggrieved policemen threatened that they will not participate in the monitoring of the general elections if their 6-month salary arrears are not paid. Still on police issue. 2 autopsies carried out on a late police inspector Monday Orupe of the police command in Lagos State have revealed that the officer died of assault, multiple injuries, and blunt force trauma. The autopsy were conducted by the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUT, and the Nigerian Army Cantonment Medical Center, OJO. The WIO, Favor Orupe, made a report available on Thursday. On August 3rd, soldiers from Ojo Cantonment allegedly clashed with some policemen controlling traffic in the area, leading to the death of Orupe. The autopsy from LASUT signed on October 27th by a Dr. O.O. Onoyemi of the Department of Pathology and Forensics revealed that multiple injuries and blunt force trauma caused Mr. Orupe's death. The Nigerian Army autopsy report signed by I. Agweze revealed that the primary cause of death was assault, while the secondary cause was a head injury. Ms. Orupe stated that her husband had not been buried because of the delay in releasing the autopsy report and the Nigerian Army's investigation report. She added that though the autopsy report were now released, the Nigerian Army had yet to release its investigation report to determine the culprits. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from DGI TV. Next to come. Farmers in the Atabo and Magama local government area of Niger State are living in fear following an alleged threat by bandits to stop them from harvesting their crops unless they pay tax to them. A source told Daily Post that bandits attacked Atabo community and kidnapped Al-Aji Mirabo, the village head, and his younger brother, popularly called Uthman. The source explained that the village head was later released, but the younger brother is being held by the abductors. The source further explained they released the village head on Wednesday and he was told to inform the family of his younger brother to pay money. They also told him that if this money was not paid on time, they would not allow us to harvest our crops this dry season until we pay tax. As I speak with you, some people have fled their homes since Tuesday's attack. He appealed to the federal and Niger State government to assist the area with security operatives to help harvest their crops. We'll go to another national story before the foreign. Some gunmen have reportedly invaded the staff quarters of the University of Ibadan and killed an official of the National Examination Council identified as Vincent Odiko. The Punch gathered that Odiko, who resided in the boys' quarters, was killed, while his gadgets, including mobile phones and laptop, were carted away. The incident reportedly happened in the night last Friday as the gunmen broke into the BQ of the staff building where Odiko resided with his family. Odiko was working with the Senior School Secondary Certificate Examination Internal Unit, Ibadan branch of NECO. The police are yet to give detail of the sad incident However, when contacted by correspondent, the Oyo State Police Public Relations Officer Adewale Oshifeso said investigations has commenced to unravel the death and details of the incident. Investigations have since commenced. Updates will be provided, please, Oshifeso stated in a chat with correspondents on ground. Moving to the foreign story from Pakistan. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan sustained a bullet injury in his leg after a gunman opened fire where he was leading a rally in Wazirabad on Thursday, according to Al Jazeera. Anzar Mashwani, an official with Khan's Pakistan Tariq and Insaf Party, said that Khan was shot in the leg but was not in danger. Mashwan, however, disclosed that there were 6 others, including another politician, Faisal Javed Khan, also reportedly injured in the attack. Khan, who had been leading a protest march to the capital, Islamabad, demanding snap elections, was taken to a hospital in Lahore. As part of the report, the identity of the gunman, who was arrested by police at the scene, was not revealed, and no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif issued a statement condemning the incident and asked authorities to immediately institute an investigation. Khan began his long march on October 28 from Lahore and expected to reach Islamabad on November 11th. And to end the world news this hour is from the sports. A report from The Guardian confirming the latest development stated that all members and federation must be free from any legal and political interference from football, but recent comment from the country's Tunisian Youth and Sport Minister Kamel Dochi regarding the dissolution of the federal bureaus, which can also include the Football Federation, triggered a warning from FIFA. The governing body FIFA believes the Guj is attempting to meddle in the returning and running of Tunisia's Football Federation (FTF), and a letter was sent to the FTF about FIFA's concern, to which they expect a hasty response. If by any means Tunisia gets suspended, Nigeria, whose highest in rank in Africa to not qualify for the Mondial, will be poised to replace them. However, the Azzurri Italy is also eyeing the gap after they failed to qualify for the World Cup Mondial. That ends the world news from BGI TV this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. FG will bring down prices of food products, Minister. We also brought to you Senate to military stop establishing irrelevant universities across the country. NIS upset Nigerians fleeing abroad in droves. Aggrieved Nigerian policemen threatened to boycott 2023 general elections. And lastly, on sports, Super Eagles may go to World Cup if FIFA suspends Tunisia. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please call the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. Jumat Mufida to all Muslim faithfuls around the world. I am Morire Rabila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV.